So yesterday I got enemies spawning. It wasn't like it was just basic cubes, and then I was able to press the A button to because I have like virtual controllers using Apple's controller framework, and I was able to fire them, and they disappeared. So I was like, that's good, but the firing mechanism is not working quite right. Like if I move the camera, it's first person perspective or if I move the camera at all or rotate, like let's say I turn the camera this way and I'm facing that way, but when I press fire, the bullet goes that way. So needs work. But also got, and it is not a surprise, I knew in February, my developer program subscription, whatever, was going to expire because let's see, February, back a year ago, I was doing contract work at USA, and so I had extra money to spend. I was like, oh, $100, I'll pay that, and I'll put out some apps. I'll do something. Never did anything with it, and so now I'm like, oh shoot, now it's due. So, and this is where I'm like, now I'm gonna make some games. So, thinking maybe looking at some old code from back in 2018. It was 2D sprite game. It's basically Mario Run, so like a portrait, vertical platformer. So I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll look at that, and then I'll take the Steamboat Willie 1928 film, which is now in public domain, use that as a reference, and I've got like an art reference. And I'm not a great artist, but I mean, it looks pretty basic. I think I can pull that off. And then maybe make it into a kind of like a Mario Run style game, basically. And see if I can put that out there and get it out before the end of the month and see if I can somehow pull off $100 from that so I can pay and keep on having, developer program active. So that's, I think, what would be the quickest way to get something out and see if and with it, Steamboat Willie, and since I have no name, like there's no recognition there, hopefully that's got a little bit of recognition. Maybe I can be like, oh, look at it, it's a fun black and white game. I don't know. But then on top of that, I was also thinking of like a 3D version, like first-person shooter version of Steamboat Willie, which I don't know if that sounds stupid or not, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I want to continue to work with 3D, like SceneKit, and build out some 3D games, but then I'm going to look around at it today at my old code and see how hard it would be to kind of get it a little bit better working and see if I can put out some games that way that are playable, hopefully, and then also see how hard it is to do all the art. Plus I still got to figure out sound, which I'm not the best at, so I was gonna look at probably like, I think it's called opengameart.com. I'll have to double check, but I think that website has like sound effects that are in like the CC0, so like public domain. So yeah, basically, as game developers, if you want to get good at like programming or art or developing levels, maybe go to like public domain materials and build stuff off that. I mean, Disney made a ton of money off of just taking old fairy tales and public domain work and reimagining it, right? So that's what I'm gonna play around with today. Let me know in the comments and let me know on the community tab if you'd be interested if I start getting these 2D and 3D games with SpriteKit and SceneKit working and the code isn't horrific. Maybe I'll put them like on GitHub or something so you can use them yourselves. But thanks for watching. Thanks for staying tuned for the updates. And hopefully I'll try to start inserting some actual game footage into these vlogs so it's not just me. But until next time, stay swifty or something. All right, bye.